I'm dating myself a little bit, but that title comes from the group Boston out of the 70s, More Than a Feeling. Maybe you can relate. Some of you are wondering what song and what era is he even talking about, and what does this have to do with leadership? So let me give you some background to the story today. I recently had a very big birthday. Some of you may know what that number is. Some of you may guess. I'm not going to give it to you today. But I was given all kinds of, different cards and gifts. People were incredibly generous to me. But one of the cards that I received was for a retail store. My background actually comes from retail. And so when I'm kind of around, stores and retail, the juices kind of begin to flow. But I've been very intrigued by a particular clothing retail. They sell men's and women's clothing. And I've been intrigued by them because they're very popular, but they're also very expensive. And anytime that I'm in the mall, their stores are very busy, packed with people. It almost seems like it doesn't matter what time of the day. There are people all over that store and looking at products and whatever. And I thought, what is it about this retailer? I don't even want to tell you who it is. They are a little bit more on the bougie end. They don't really have a lot of sales. And so they're selling product at a high retail value, and people are buying the product. So first of all, yes, their product is good. There's quality. There's great customer service. There's great return policies in place. So all those good things are there. But I've always been intrigued about what is it that draws people to these stores, and why do other people talk about them? Customers say, you've got to go there. And so finally, I received this card, and I thought to myself, I will go. So I go in, and I say to the sales representative, I've never been in your store. I've never purchased anything. I'm a first-time customer. And so the individual was like, oh, sir, let me just help you out, and spends probably a solid 20 to 30 minutes with me, not on commission, by the way, telling me about the product and asking me questions and what are you going to use this for, and where will you be, and what is it that you want to experience. And we never talk about price. We never talk about value. We just talk about, tell me why you're here, what you are interested in. Obviously, I'm interested in the men's clothing. And so answered all my questions. We tried on different things. Hey, let's try this. Let's put this on. And so anyway, we try it on. I buy 3 items that were fairly expensive, but thank God I had a card. And then I leave the store, and I'm absolutely in amazement, wondering what is it that just happened? Because I'm experiencing something more than just a feeling. I'm experiencing something. Listen, I've been shopping before. I've bought product before. I've been in high-end clothing, if you will. But there was something about this location. The store was bright. It was clean. The people that were working there are obviously highly educated, very brilliant people. They're smiling. They make you feel welcome, all those wonderful things. But I thought to myself when I left, these people are selling more than just men and women clothing. They're selling more than pants and shirts. They are literally selling an experience. I left there feeling valued. I left there feeling important, that I was part of a community somehow, that I was part of this family, this group of people that shop in this particular store. And it wasn't a prideful or arrogant thing. It was a good feeling. And I thought, from my sphere of influence and the places that I work in, if you will, of how we make people feel, and what is it that they experience when they come into our realms of being able to welcome them. Sometimes we have this idea that, well, we could just treat people the way they want, and they're just going to have to live with it and deal with us and all the rest of it. And I want you to know that as a leader today, there is something powerful that just doesn't start in a store. Obviously, the corporation, their core values, their belief systems, what really matters to them trickles all the way from the top right down to where the rubber meets the road with the customer. And you know what? They hooked me. The product is great, by the way. I have the pants on right now. The product is great. It feels great. It's durable, great return policies. But it was more than that. It was the experience that I left with that I thought, I'm going to come back here. I'm going to come back here. In your organization, with the people that you're leading, is that how people are leaving your sphere of influence? Are they saying, I'm going to come back here. They've made me feel valued, important. They've made me feel part of this community. My friends, I want to tell you that is powerful. That is impactful. That is irreplaceable.